Keanu's Secret Life. 61 Stories Hollywood Doesn't Want You to Know. The Dog Walker's Revelation.
Keanu's Secret Life. In the bustling city of Toronto, where cameras flashed and people hurried by, a man named Keanu had a secret. It wasn't a secret he was hiding, but a quiet, beautiful truth that only a few people knew. Every morning, on his way to a busy film set, he would look for a familiar sight. That sight was a woman named Maria, a dog walker with a pack of rescue dogs. They were a motley crew of all shapes and sizes, each with a story of their own. Maria walked with a quiet determination, often feeling invisible in the big city. One morning, Keanu stopped. "Hello," he said, kneeling down to pet a small, fluffy dog. "What's this little one's story?" From that day on, it became their ritual. He would stop, pet each dog, and listen to Maria's stories about them. Maria later said that these conversations were the highlight of her day. Keanu didn't just see the dogs, he saw her. He listened to her talk about her work, her hopes for the dogs, and the challenges of finding them forever homes. There was one dog, a scruffy terrier mix named Jasper, who was having a particularly hard time. He was shy and nervous, and no one seemed to want to give him a chance. Maria worried about him constantly. Keanu noticed Jasper's quiet sadness. One day, he asked Maria to tell him everything about the little dog. He listened to Jasper's story of being found alone and his gentle, loving nature that was hidden behind his shyness. Keanu didn't forget. That night, he shared Jasper's story with his friends, telling them about the little dog with the big heart who just needed a family. He spoke of Maria's dedication and her hope. Within days, a family reached out. They had heard the story and knew they had to meet Jasper. The meeting was a perfect match, and Jasper found his forever home. Maria was overjoyed. She told Keanu that he had taught her a powerful lesson. "You made me feel seen," she said. "You showed me that every job matters, and every person deserves to be recognized." In a world that often celebrates the big, grand gestures, Keanu's secret life was a testament to the power of small, consistent kindness. It was a beautiful truth, known only to a man, a woman, and a pack of happy dogs.
Keanu's Secret Life. 61 Stories Hollywood Doesn't Want You to Know. The Elderly Neighbor's
Keanu's
Garden.
Secret Garden. In a world of bright lights and loud noises, a man named Keanu lived a life that was often on a very big stage. But his most important role, the one he held closest to his heart, was a secret. It was a role he played every Sunday morning, far from the cameras and the crowds. His secret life began at a small house with a big, beautiful garden. The garden belonged to his neighbor, Dorothy, a woman of 85 whose hands had grown tired, but whose love for her flowers had not. Every Sunday, Keanu would arrive with a quiet smile and a pair of worn-out gloves. Dorothy would be waiting, her face lighting up as he appeared. There were no grand gestures, no big announcements, just the simple comfort of a familiar friendship. He would spend hours in her garden, weeding and planting, his famous hands now covered in rich, dark soil. He worked with a gentle focus, ensuring every plant had the space it needed to grow and thrive. As he worked, Dorothy would tell him stories. Stories about the garden, about her late husband who had planted it 40 years ago, and about the life she had lived among the roses and the lilies. Keanu didn't just listen, he absorbed every word. He treated her like the family she was, and she treated him like the grandson she never had. Their friendship was the most ordinary kind of extraordinary kindness. One year, when Dorothy was hospitalized, the garden was left alone. The weeds began to creep back in, and the flowers drooped with thirst. But Keanu didn't stop coming. He maintained her garden every single Sunday, ensuring it would be beautiful and full of life when she returned home. He pruned the roses and watered the beds, a quiet promise to a friend. When Dorothy finally came home, the first thing she saw was her garden. It was more beautiful than ever, a silent testament to a friendship that needed no audience. In a world that often measures success in fame and fortune, Keanu and Dorothy's friendship was a quiet reminder that the most valuable things are often the ones no one sees. It was a secret life, full of the most ordinary kind of extraordinary love.